Good day everyone, my name is Fatin binti Sobani. My student ID is 950210152020001 and I am from the course OUMH1303. For today, informative speech, I have chosen the purpose to demonstrate the title of my speech is How to Prepare a Healthy Breakfast in Under 5 Minutes. Before I begin, let me ask a simple question. How many of us have skipped breakfast because we were too busy, too tired or running late? I believe many people have done this before. Sometimes we make up late rush to get ready and the easiest choice is either to skip breakfast or buy something sweet and oily on the way. However, breakfast does not have to be complicated, expensive or time consuming. Today, I'm going to demonstrate a practical life hack that can help us prepare a healthy breakfast in less than 5 minutes. The breakfast I will prepare is called a banana oat yogurt ball. It is simple, affordable, and suitable for busy student, working adult, and anyone who want to start the day with something quick but still nutritious. The purpose of this demonstration is not to show a fancy recipe. Instead, I want to show that healthy eating can be practical. We do not need expensive equipment, complicated cooking method, or a long list of ingredients. With only a few basic items, we can prepare a balanced breakfast that gives us energy and keeps us full for the morning. Before I start preparing the breakfast, let me briefly explain what makes a breakfast healthy. A good breakfast should contain 3 important elements. First, it should have a source of carbohydrate for energy. Second, it should have protein to help us feel full for a longer time. Third, it should include fiber, vitamins or mineral from food, nuts, seeds or whole grains. For the recipe, I will use 5 main ingredients. The first ingredient is rolled oats. Oats are useful because they are quick to prepare and they provide fiber. The second ingredient is yogurt. Yogurt adds creamy and protein to the meal. The third ingredient is banana. Banana gives natural sweetness, so we do not need to use too much sugar. The fourth ingredient is nuts or seeds. These add crunch and healthy fat. The final ingredient is honey or cinnamon. But this is optional. If you prefer less sweetness, you can skip the honey. Now, let me begin the demonstration. First, I will take a clean bowl. This will be the base of the breakfast. I choose a medium-sized bowl because it is easier to mix the ingredient and it also looks neat for serving. Second, I will add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of rolled oats into the bowl. If you want a lighter breakfast, you can use less oats. If you want something more filling, you can add a little more. The oats are the base of this meal because they provide energy and help make the breakfast more satisfying. Third, I will add yogurt. I'm using plain yogurt because it is less sweet and easier to combine with fruits. I will add around half a cup of yogurt into the bowl. Then, I will gently mix the yogurt with the oats. This step helps soften the oats and give the breakfast a creamy texture. If the mixture is too thick, you can add a small amount of milk or water to make it smoother. Next, I will prepare the banana. I will peel 1 banana and slice it into small pieces. Banana is good choice because it is easy to find, affordable, and does not require cooking. It also gives a natural sweet taste to the breakfast. Alright, after slicing the banana, I will place the pieces on top of the oat and yogurt mixture. Finally, I will add a little bit of honey and a sprinkle of cinnamon. This step is also optional. Honey gives extra sweetness, while cinnamon gives a nice smell and flavor. However, we should not add too much honey because the banana is already naturally sweet. Now, the banana oat yogurt bowl is ready. As you can see, the whole process is very simple. We only need to add the oats, mix them with yogurt, slice the banana, add nuts or seed, and finish with a little honey or cinnamon. It can be prepared in under 5 minutes and no cooking is required. This breakfast is also flexible. If you do not like banana, you can replace it with apple, mango, berries, or any fruit you have at home. Alright. If you do not have yogurt, you can use milk. If you want more protein, you can add a boiled egg on the side. If you want to prepare it even faster, you can arrange the dry ingredients, such as oats and nuts, in a container the night before. In the morning, you only need to add yogurt and fruit. There are also a few important tips to make this breakfast more practical. The first tip is to prepare the ingredient in one place. For example, keep oats, nuts, and seed together in the kitchen so that you do not waste time looking for them in the morning. The second tip is to choose fruits that are easy to prepare. Banana are convenient because they do not need washing or complicated preparation. The third tip is to control the portion. A healthy breakfast should be enough to give us energy, but it does not need to be too heavy. Another reason I like this breakfast is that it reduces the excuse of I have no time. Many people think that preparing healthy food requires at least 30 minutes. But this recipe proves that even 5 minutes is enough. It is also cheaper than buying breakfast outside every day. More importantly, it helps us become more aware of what we eat. In terms of life skill, this is not only about making breakfast. It is also about time management, self-discipline, and making better daily choice. When we learn to prepare a simply healthy meal, we are also learning how to take care of ourselves. A small habit in the morning can influence our mood, energy, and productivity for the rest of the day. The conclusion, today I have demonstrated how to prepare a healthy breakfast in under 5 minutes. The recipe is called a banana oat yogurt ball. It only requires simple ingredients such as oats, yogurt, banana, nuts, and optional honey or cinnamon. The steps are easy. Add the oats, mix them with yogurt, add sliced banana, sprinkle nuts or seeds, and finish with flavoring if desired. My final message is this: healthy living does not always begin with big change. Sometimes it begins with one simple bowl of breakfast. If we can spend 5 minutes scrolling on our phone, we can also spend 5 minutes preparing something good for our body. Thank you for listening to my speech. Thank you.